Hello and good evening. Lovely to have you as our guests for the 10th annual YMCA SnowBall Gala. Thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Molly Bryan, and I am honored to be serving the Gallatin Valley YMCA as Vice Chair of the board. As we get started, I want to talk to you about this past year and the challenges brought to our Y. The world shut down. We were forced to close our doors, which created a huge financial loss for our organization. But it started our year overcoming challenges, finding new ways to help our community, and building upon partnerships. The Y has always brought people together. During a time of mandated closures and recommendations to shut down programs and limit gatherings, your Gallatin Valley Y continued to bravely step up and serve the community with critical programs and opportunities despite declining revenues. No matter the month, the year, or the day, the Y has and always will remain vigilant in our mission to serve. Throughout this pandemic and every day, we worked side by side with our neighbors to make sure we can meet the needs of today, like providing emergency childcare, and tomorrow, ensuring that everyone can reach their full potential through programs that build a healthy mind, spirit, and body. But without you, the Y cannot do this important work. Please join us as a supporter of our annual SnowBall Gala, the Y's one and only fundraiser. Tonight, we are here to raise funds for our YMCA so we can continue to provide free and subsidized programs that build a healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. Tonight, we're raising funds so that every person can participate in Y programs like summer camp, youth sports leagues, and dance, no matter their financial means. Over the next hour, you will hear some incredible stories about the work our YMCA does for our community. You'll maybe win some great prizes, and hopefully, we can earn your support for building programs that build a healthy spirit, mind, body for all. We have a fun evening planned for you, so wherever you are tuning in from, grab a drink, some snacks, and get comfortable. We're going to go live from the Rialto with Bozeman celebrity Missy O'Malley and the YMCA's board chair, Brad Dahl. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Williams Plumbing. New year, same service.
At SCL Health, we're providing more options for care in more convenient ways, like a video visit with your doctor. So you don't have to put off your health, and that feels good.
Our world has definitely been different these past few months. However, it has also brought to light the brilliant spirit of our communities. Family, strength, support, and resilience have always been part of our treasured Montana lifestyle. Our spirit is tough. We persevere through all of life's ups and downs. Montana Strong is not just a catchy phrase. We live it every day.
All right. Good evening. Thank you, everyone, and welcome to Gallatin Valley YMCA's 10th annual Snowball. My name is Brad Dahl. I am the board chair of the Gallatin Valley YMCA.
Brad, it's so awesome to be here with you tonight. Good evening. My name is Missy O'Malley. The 10th annual Snowball. This actually sounds kind of crazy. I think I've been at every single one. And I started as a DJ, and about halfway through, my sister and I went to auctioneer school. And then we became the auctioneers. And now I get to co-host with the fabulous Brad Dahl. And I just want to talk about for a second the revolution, or I should say the evolution, of this Snowball. Back in the day, it was at Zoot Enterprises. Were any of you there for that one? I mean, yes, you remember that. It was a little bit different. We were in their cafeteria, right? And then it moved on, of course, to the Commons. They have been such a phenomenal partner for us. And honestly, with Molly Bryan, who we got to see with that fabulous open video, I was talking to her a moment ago, and she said, Missy, the SnowBall Downtown is kind of my dream come true. She's like, I'm not trying to steal anything from the Commons because we have so much love for them. But with her efforts with the Element donating 28 rooms for us tonight, on top of the Lark Hotel and the new Armory Hotel, we have people streaming there as well. We have a live audience with us here in the main room of the Rialto and the lounge upstairs. And the Armory as well. So we have really transformed. And Brad tonight is going to talk a lot about how COVID has made us kind of jump on our feet a little bit and made us kind of improvise with a lot of things. And I just want to take a moment to shout out the Snowball Committee, our amazing board of directors, all of our supporters, people that have been with us for the long haul, or people that are brand new members. This is why we're here tonight, is that we could make sure that the Y is a mainstay and continues to be so for all of us, our kids, moving out here to the future. So again, I just really want to thank Molly. She's somewhere up there. Thank you and your amazing committee for the vision on coming downtown. It is so fun. So fun. Now, Brad, we have a lot on our plate tonight, and I'm actually throwing a lot of it on yours. Because as the board, you've really seen what happened right before the pandemic hit and where we are today and how the last 350 some odd days have been treating us. And we're going to get to that in a little bit, but I just really want to take a very special moment to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for streaming us at home and inviting us into your homes tonight. We feel very special to take up this hour of your very busy Saturday night and this weekend. You could be doing anything and you could be anywhere, but you're with us tonight, and it really means a lot.
Yeah. The last piece we want to invite, or we want to welcome, or welcome, I should say, is our staff. We have an amazing staff, and behind all of our programs is an amazing individual that directs their staff for a lot of the programs and things we're going to talk about today. And they've done a phenomenal job this year adapting and taking things without a playbook. And whenever that playbook they thought was solidified was completely ripped from them and changed again. And so they've had to adapt week after week. And so I just want to say thank you to them. They're the other people we want to thank today are our sponsors. Tonight we have our title sponsor, Kenyon Noble. Kenyon Noble every year steps up. They are a huge supporter of the Y. They are great friends of ours, and we are just so thankful for their participation in helping us. The other ones we want to thank are our silver sponsors, so Empire Building our materials, Langless and Associates, and then we have our bronze sponsors, A&E Architects, Williams Heating and Plumbing, SCL Health, and American Bank. And then our wine sponsor tonight, our Mountain Hot Tub.
Also, we mentioned a moment ago, before the live stream started, that the Rock and R Bar donated their bartenders and our bar tonight, along with George's Distributing. So big shout out to them, and thanks to all of their help with us tonight. We really appreciate that. The beautiful flower arrangements on your tables are from the fabulous one and only Catalin Green. Donated her talents for us tonight as well. And our hotel sponsors. Again, we mentioned them just a moment ago, but the Lark, the Armory, and the Element, we have these snuggle-in packages. And so in these hotel rooms, the charcuterie board that was waiting for you is from Maven's Market. And honestly, they have breakfast vouchers in there to the Squire House and Cat Eye Cafe. So after you have your own little slumber party, you get to have breakfast right downtown as well. So we're so excited about the Snuggle In packages. And also a quick shout out to Alpha Gamma Rho, this phenomenal fraternity at MSU. And if you've ever joined us in the past, They normally double as my auctioneer spotters. They're running around. They're kind of our hype men, and valet. I mean, they've done everything. So they've still helped us out tonight. So again, big thanks to all of those fraternity members. And during this live stream tonight, I just want to remind you, we don't really have the live paddles. It's not an auction this year. Everything is going to be online. So go to Gallatin Valley YMCA.org. You can take out your phones right now. Maybe some of you are already streaming us live. We have the SnowBall Downtown link. So you can just click on your phone. That is how we are going to ask for money during the cash call tonight. Obviously, I'm not shy. I'm not bashful. I am here to ask you for your money. That is why we are here tonight. So again, that link is as easy as pie. So punch that in. We also want to thank, as Brad mentioned a moment ago, our YMCA staff. They're actually at the Y right now, trying to troubleshoot any technical difficulties that we have, and they are posting those links for you in the comments, again, if you are streaming us live. So a big shout out to our staff kind of making it happen behind the scenes for us tonight as well. So Brad, I do want to turn it to you for a minute. I want you to kind of fill us in. And Molly mentioned a moment ago with obviously the pandemic, the essential workers, daycare, all the things that people don't necessarily see. You think of the YMCA, you think of fitness, you think of going there, other after-school programs, but there's really so much more behind the scenes. I wonder if you can kind of fill in the gaps for us a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, so as I was reflecting on what to say tonight, I was thinking a little bit about a conversation I had with a good friend who was able to have a conversation with her about the pandemic and how leaders work, and she had said two things that stuck with me. First one was leaders lean in to any challenge and leaders adapt. And I think the YMCA this past year has done both. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we did. So when the pandemic hit and we were forced to shut our doors, a few things we leaned in on. One was continuing to provide wellness for our senior population. They were the most vulnerable. And so our staff, our wellness staff, got together and put together virtual wellness packages. So they put together things from yoga pads to weights to just instructions on how to log in virtually and to keep that connection. They also provided a means, because so many of our members have a human connection with the other members of our group. They come, this is a community for them. We provided ways for them to connect via Zoom, and that was a huge deal for them, and we adapted in that way. The other thing is we, through the COAD partnership, and Sarah will talk about it here in a little bit, we provided for over 2 months free childcare for our first responders and our essential workers. This was free of charge, and that didn't happen without the support of all of you. Without you, I mean, we as a board were in a lot of meetings thinking about how are we going to financially do this, and we struggled at times with like, how are we going to make this work? But we knew it was the right thing to do because we knew we could rely on the support of you, and we knew we could get creative to figure it out. And so that was another thing. The other thing we worked on was the Bozeman School District had asked us to help them out with their teachers, right? Their teachers were helping us with our kids who were learning virtually, and so their kids needed a place to have that support. So we had our staff team up with them, provide a space in Gallatin High where they worked with those students while their teachers were working with their parents were working with our students. And so we provided a means of support for those students as well. A few other things.
Essentially, let me just stop to see if I have this straight.
Yep.
You were providing essential care for the essential workers so that essential life could go on. I mean, essentially.
As best we could.
Yes.
Essentially. Yes, essentially, as best we could. Yes, it took a lot of work, honestly. And sometimes what we thought we had planned would change the next week, and we had to adapt. And every time it was adapting. And that's where our staff was just unbelievable. The staff at the Y were just unbelievable in adapting to that.
It's incredible. And actually, it's really scary. I think everyone last March, there was no control. Nobody really knew what was going on. Nobody knew how long it was going to last. Mm-hmm. The funding isn't necessarily just there, but you guys made it work.
Yeah, there was a lot of times we went into something just knowing we got to do this. We don't know where we're getting the money, but we're going to figure it out. And that was whether that was knocking on doors or it was getting creative with more grants, more things that we were going after. That was our plan.
It's not easy. It's not easy. There's so many different things. Also, one of the fun facts I wanted to throw out there, is it true you guys bought 75 gallons worth of hand sanitizer?
We did, yes. So one other thing I was going to add here, yes. So it was important to us as a board and as an organization that we keep and maintain our summer programs for the kids. And so summer camps, we had a whole drive around saving summer for the kids, and that we ran almost I can't even remember how many kids we ran, 10 weeks worth of camps in the summer, and we had minimal to zero outbreaks of COVID. I think we had one issue that we had to deal with, and it wasn't because of a kid, it was just because of a contract tracing moment with one of the directors that we needed to move that down. But other than that, we ran 10 weeks worth of camps for kids that allowed parents to continue to either work from home, go back to their jobs, or do what they needed to do. But then also it was about youth enrichment. That is one of our core missions, is youth enrichment. And for us, that was a huge deal to getting kids back together. But that didn't come easy. We had to limit our numbers. So we had to take what we would normally have as far as our camps. We had to bring those numbers down on the kids, and we had to provide more directors for that. So.
And then it just takes so much more work, so much more cleaning supplies, so much more cleaning before and after. And it was just a lot of extra steps, it sounds like.
Yep, a lot.
A lot of extra steps. Good gravy. And honestly, on top of that, the kids don't expect any different, right? Kids still want as great of a program. They still want to be entertained. People still want their space. And I mean, it was just overtime for you guys.
Yep, and every day it was on the phone. I think for between our board and our staff and our CEO at the time, just how are we going to troubleshoot the next thing that we want to make sure that we get done right for our community.
So many things. Brad, I don't want to jump over anything. Is there anything else that you wanted to throw in there? We are going to be talking a little bit about the why a little bit later as well. But coming up in this next video, I want you to kind of set the stage. Sarah Ludiger's obviously been involved with the YMCA for years now, but her role kind of changed this year as well with the pandemic.
Yeah, so Sarah's our associate executive director, and she took on this role of providing that child care for our essential workers and first responders, and she's going to talk a little bit about today what that meant for her, but also what it meant for our community.
Let's take a look. Roll it, Pat. Thank you.
My name is Sarah Ludiger, and I'm the Associate Executive Director here at the Gallatin Valley YMCA.
My name is Estelle, and I'm in first grade, and my favorite thing about the Y is that my mom works here, and Child Watch is super fun.
When COVID hit last year, the regular work that we were doing really came to a stop. And in that moment, I stepped in to work with, it's called the COAD, it's Community Organizations Active in Disasters, but we were activated through the county emergency management, and we were charged with setting up emergency childcare for essential workers so that those essential workers could continue to work. The amount of hours and energy and time that had to go into doing that was absolutely incredible and immense. And at that same time, I still had my daughter and needed to find a place for her. When COVID first hit and they shut down the schools, and Stell was stuck here at the Y with me, and I was running back-to-back Zoom calls for hours and hours every day. Not only was she unfortunately watching probably too many movies, she also had pretty free reign of the Y facility. When Stell couldn't go to school 5 days a week, the fact that I had a safe, reliable place for her to be really meant everything to me. Her being at the emergency care helped provide me the time and energy and space to make that program happen for emergency workers and school district employees in the bigger community. So to have a place where they were just kids and spend time with other children their age. Also a place where I knew that she was getting help with her schoolwork was really amazing. In order to help support and provide the care for the essential workers and emergency workers, didn't always have the capacity to be checking in on her. At the end of the day, the stress that I felt, knowing that I wasn't always able to be present. And so I think for me, the emergency care that we were able to operate and she was able to move into was so meaningful for me to know that she was truly someplace safe. the relief that I felt is something that I'll never forget. Yeah. To the donors that are so gracious and have allowed us to make these programs happen, I would love for them to be able to hear the words and the gratitude that comes from the parents and the participants. It just makes such a bigger impact, much bigger than I think most people are able to see.
Sarah, thank you so much for sharing that and sharing that story with us. So important to feel like you're being taken care of when times are really uncertain.
And that was just Sarah's story. There's many more stories from many first responders.
Great. I always turn into a mess. Shayla even called me out on it earlier. I love it. I say we give away some stuff.
You got it.
Right? Okay. There was this incredible raffle that actually closed at noon today. We have 6 different amazing packages. And this first one is So Bozeman. I love it. So Bozeman. First of all, big shout out to Libby. Where is Libby? She's right in front of me.
Libby was your stand-in earlier today. I don't know if you know this, at 2:00. She was replicating you.
Oh, yay, you were my stand-in. I love that. I love that. So, folks, for those of you that don't know this fabulous Libby sitting actually right in front of us here at the Rialto, she, of course, is from Bridger Animal Nutrition. She donated $900 worth of this dog package, and it's the best dog package. And, I mean, I just recently got a Yeti travel mug for myself. She's giving one for your dog, okay? So water's going to stay cold in the summer. You know, it's all the things. On top of that, of course, a dog bed, all the treats you can handle, an outdoor dog house. What else is in there? Am I forgetting anything? A flotation device? I need a new PFD. What the heck? That's amazing. Wine glasses. Oh, so you can drink wine with your dog. Isn't that clever? Brad, I hope you draw my name out of this bucket right now. My dog Finny would be so excited. Again, a $900 package. Big thanks to Bridger Animal Nutrition and Libby for being here with us tonight and being such great supporters.
All right, it says, for the best dog, Chad Fry.
Chad Fry.
Yes, thank you,
Not with
Chad.
us in the room, but Chad, congratulations. Brad, you're such a good fan of white. I'm just going to have you go ahead and pull our next one. Our second raffle item, we're going to break these up throughout the evening, so we're making you stay tuned with us here at home. The second raffle of the night, this is your own private drive-in movie theater experience at the Pasture in Manhattan, Montana. Talk about a cool COVID family-friendly or friend party. Whoever wins this, if you have an extra space, I would love to join you. So happy that the drive-in theaters are coming back because, again, it's COVID-friendly and it's just such an exciting thing to have. Brad, you have the winner for this one, for the drive-in private movie theater experience in Manhattan, Montana. Come on, Brad. Oh, he's getting a little egg on from the crowd. I love this.
Deborah Hebron.
Deborah Hebron.
So for everyone who is not in attendance or is out there, the Y staff will be in touch with you on Monday to reiterate how we can get you their prizes. So.
Okay, now, Brad, I'm going to make you get back to work here for a little bit. We've talked a little bit about the adaptability of COVID and how that's looked like or what that's looked like. I want you to talk to us a little bit about the programming, if you could.
Sure. So it's interesting as I've taken on the board chair role, I've learned even more about the Y than I even knew beforehand. And one of the first things I feel like I reiterate to the community is the Y is not just at the corner of Baxter and Love Lane. We are all over the valley. We are in the swim center. We are in most of the schools in Bozeman. We are in schools in Belgrade. We are at in the communities outside of the high school there. We are all over the community, but there's a lot of things we do that people don't know about. So the first thing I want to talk about is Hawk's Nest. Hawk's Nest is a child care program we run at the high school. This is a program that supports teen moms, but it also supports our community needs for child care, as well as teachers and staff within the district that need that support as well. Another program that we run is a program called Y Achievers, and this year we've teamed up with United Way on this. This is a program for youth in the summer that are not keeping pace with their peers, and so it's a program that we work with the districts to make sure that kids are reading at the same level as their peers at reading, science, math that we work through at various schools throughout the community. We have a program, we run youth rec programs throughout the community. A lot of times these are rookie leagues that are introducing your children to sports that then go on to some of the other organizations in the community. We have a Silver Slippers program. This is for seniors in our community that incentivizes them to continue their wellness and to maintain wellness as they get older. We have programs for Taekwondo. We have a sign language program. We have youth training programs, just getting programs out there for kids to just keep active. So we've got a number of things we do throughout the community.
I almost feel like the list would be shorter if it would be the few things that the Y doesn't offer, right? I mean, it's the fact that it's so all over the board. It's really impressive.
Yeah, I think sometimes as a board, we are often amazed at even we are learning every time we walk into board meeting. Oh, we do that? Like we are learning all the time.
Right. Right. Do you feel like it's time for another video?
Well, let's introduce it. So the next program, this is another program. It's a cancer recharge program. So this is a free of charge program for cancer patients and survivors to begin their wellness journey back. And a lot of times, I'll let Amy Riondo talk about this a little bit about her experience through the recharge program here.
My name is Amy Riondo, and I am a breast cancer survivor and thriver. I found out that I had breast cancer in 2019, January 2nd. The whole year of 2019 was just surgeries. February 28th of 2019 is when I had a bilateral mastectomy to get rid of the cancer, as well as starting radiation. Because of the surgeries, I was involved with the physical therapy department up at Bozeman Health. The therapist had some brochures that said recharged on it. And so I asked about that, and she's like, yeah, that is through the YMCA. It's a new program for strength training for cancer patients. And so it was always in the back of my mind at that point. 2019 became 2020. I kind of felt like the cancer part of my story was done. However, I was just like an empty, no energy, just kind of at the bottom of like feeling good. It was October that I said, okay, I'm gonna call out there and finally set up an appointment. Middle of October is when I got to meet Krista Martinson. From the get-go, it just kind of felt like we clicked. She definitely asked the right questions. She wanted to really get to know my background with cancer and then without cancer. But I kind of felt like I came to her with this heaping pile of like, here you are, work with me as you can. I didn't really have any expectations other than I just want to kind of learn some new ways of exercising again. My 12 weeks going through the recharge program, I was able to set some goals and definitely obtain them. One of my goals with Krista was she knew that the day before my surgery, I had done 32 push-ups on my toes, and that was one of my goals, is to get back and do push-ups. She also knew that my knees were pretty weak, but she actually gave me enough exercises to strengthen my knees, and I was running. Thought I would never be able to do that. And so it was really an awesome graduation day when I did do 2 sets of 10 push-ups on my toes. I did the bench press, and I ran about 10 minutes, and my knees did not hurt. I feel like if I hadn't taken advantage of the recharge program, I think I would have just stayed comfortable saying, well, I had cancer and I can't do this, rather than being pushed outside of my limits a little bit. And I don't feel like I would have this really hopeful, exciting outlook on like where I can go now. What I can say to the donors of this program is just ultimate gratitude. I really feel like since cancer hit my world, just to know that such a program like this has been made available is just an incredible gift, and I'm deeply grateful for those opportunities.
With us, yeah. Let's hear it for Amy. This is just an incredible video. If you were with us last year as well at the SnowBall, boy, was that a powerful bit about Recharge. I mean, it was like she talks about how close it is with the coaches, and of course, if you get to know anybody else in the program that's going through what you're going through, you know. And so again, you think about YMCA, I think about fitness classes and all the other things, and it's like it goes deeper than that. It really does.
Well, it'll never get old seeing videos like that over and over again.
Yeah. And we're seeing those videos tonight. I'm going to give a plug to Harrison Bach, a guy that used to work our front desk, actually has made all of our videos for us tonight. And no big deal, he's interning at NASA right now, but still wanted to figure out a way to help out with the YMCA this year. So can we give Harrison a round of applause for doing these fabulous videos for us? Just incredible. I kind of want to give away more things. You feel good about that?
Let's do it.
Let's give away more stuff. Do you guys want more stuff? I mean, more stuff is always fun, right? We have the 3rd and 4th raffle items for you tonight. Let's do this.
You got it. So the next one is a elk hunt.
Yes, the elk hunt, Brad. Tell us about this.
This is a guided elk hunt on a property on 16 Mile, which is known for its elk population. Roger Davis, this is a generous donation from him, and we wanted to say thank you for that effort on that, and we appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Vanna White. Let's see what we have for the elk hunt. Quite a few names in this one.
So the elk hunt goes to John Thorne.
Ooh, John Thorne. Congratulations. Also, I just want to take a moment to recognize, I mean, it's just so exciting to have people in the room, to have people tuning us in, people at the armory, people upstairs. But Brad, this is not what our typical SnowBall looks like, right? Normally we'd have about 300 people at the Commons and elbow to elbow pretty much. It just seems that that's so far away, right?
Yeah, this year with COVID, we wanted to find a way, as our SnowBall committee worked diligently to find a way to engage more people and have a broader impact on what we can fundraise here. And so we shifted from the live auction items and moved it to a raffle here that was opened up to the community at Broad. So,
and let's just be really honest. Turns out a raffle is not quite as easy as it looks or sounds. The debit card debacle, you couldn't do it on a credit card. It had to be done by noon today. People were walking in, hey, can I still get in on the raffle? But of course, then you need to have that gap time so we can have things organized. So I just kind of want to take a minute and shout out to Shayna, because I don't know how you took all this on and made this happen. So thank you so much to you and the SnowBall committee. So that's just incredible. Should we give away a camper?
You got it.
This one, who gets a camper as a raffle prize? I mean, where does this come from? But Brad, why don't you tell us a little bit about it? You know a little bit more about the camping.
Yep, as
recreation
as
world
we
than
all
I do.
know, campers are hard to come by after last summer. So this was given to us or gifted to us through Big Sky RV. This is a 2021 Jayco camper with bunk beds, queen size beds, and all the little. I think my father-in-law calls it the memory maker. Is any camper he calls it the memory maker. So I've always used that. So I think whoever gets this has a lot of memories in their future.
A little memory maker. Find out who's going to be making the memories for us, Brad. I love this so much. A little memory maker. Are you kidding? That's adorable.
My wife is laughing because we made a few memories this summer with our first camper. So,
were you broken down somewhere?
Nothing
was
like
it okay. Not that kind of bad.
Nothing
memories.
like
okay. Because this camper's never breaking down. This is obviously going to be top notch the whole time.
All right. So the 2021 J Flight SLX7 goes to Bev Barge.
Wow, Bev.
Thank you, Bev.
Lucky. That's pretty impressive. And you know what? I also just want to take a moment. Of course, we have a lot of sponsors that we've been thanking throughout the night. The different people that have donated to us. I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but people love the YMCA, right? I mean, we have so many amazing supporters. And of course, we love to support people right back. So big thanks to everybody that's donated tonight. These prizes are just amazing.
Yeah, can I add to this? So this summer we were able to expand our wellness area up on the second floor of the YMCA, and that wasn't done without the support of Jamie Botcher, who's in the room today, and Mark Easton with Easton Concrete. They were a huge advocate and helped for us at that time. Because of that, we were able to space our equipment out, to get more people in the space than what we would have had normally. So that was a huge
That's
asset
a big
for us.
deal. You need that extra space at times like this. And also, I mean, it's almost kind of weird to think that we are going to go back. You know, at some point, you're like, wait a minute, actually, no, I kind of like this space. It's kind of like having all this extra room. I also want to just say, take a moment to mark it on your calendar to hopefully be joining us back to normal in person next year for the SnowBall. Are you enjoying yourselves tonight? Are you having a great time in your PJs at home? I mean, I sure hope so. Brad, we're going to jump into the cash call here in just a minute, but I want you to talk about this next video that we're going to take a quick look at. It's a little bit of a shorter video.
Yeah. So this, what you're going to see today is just, we're trying to be a little bit more uplifting and just show you the impact we have throughout the community in a variety of ways of things that, what the Y means for many people around the community, and we as a board feel like we can take it so much further, and with your support. And so today, I hope you see that, and tonight I hope you understand we've got lofty goals as an organization to just continue to create a greater impact throughout the Gallatin Valley.
You feel, right? Once again, Harrison Bach, thank you so much for all these fabulous videos tonight. Folks, we've made it to the point in the evening where I'm asking you for your support for the YMCA tonight. We still have 2 more amazing raffle packages, and we're going to get to that in a minute. But Brad has talked so much about the importance of the YMCA, not only in our everyday lives, but especially in this past year. Things have been really tough. Things have been really tough for all of us in some way or another. Maybe you've lost someone. Maybe you really needed childcare, like Sarah was talking about, when it was really critical. And we're here tonight to enjoy each other's company, to enjoy anybody else around you that is supporting the YMCA. I grew up in Bismarck, North Dakota. We had a YMCA less than a mile away. It's where I learned how to swim, where I got into gymnastics, where I made my first basket in basketball. My best friends and I were camp counselors every summer. So when I moved to Bozeman and we were the Y without walls, we didn't have a facility. We've really come a long ways in 10 years. We want to go further. We want to build on. There's a lot more to do. The board is hungry. We have a very hungry board. We have a very exciting SnowBall committee. And there's a lot of places that we're going. But we need it with your help. Those of you tuning in tonight, those of you at the Armory, those of you with us here at the Rialto, we need your help. And I'm not shy, like I mentioned a moment ago, so I'm going to ask big. My mom says if you don't ask, the answer is always no. So I'm going to start off with a pretty lofty gift. We're seeing if someone in the room, someone at home tonight, wants to give us a gift of $15,000. A $15,000 gift is a lot to ask. But again, if I don't ask, the answer is no. So not everybody all at once, but take out your phones. And if this is a gift that feels comfortable for you or your company or your business, again, we just thank you so much for the generosity. We do have a little running tally, and I do want to let you know when we just checked in a minute ago, we were at about $18,000 for the cash call already. So we're already off to a phenomenal start. Right now it says $18,685, if that is the current, or maybe, oh no, just a little bit more than that. Oh yeah, $18,685. So we're gonna work our way down. The next gift, the next level I'm gonna ask you is for a gift of $10,000. Again, I know it's gigantic, but we have to ask. And Brad, I feel like you have something that you want to add in here at the $10,000. Maybe not from you personally, as well. I know you've already donated so much, but you have a very special person that's a big admirer of the YMCA, and it is because of her mom. So tell us a little bit about Curdy.
Yes, so Kirsten Smith has generously given $10,000 to the YMCA through our cash call here, and this is really in honor of her mom. Her mom is an amazing supporter of the YMCA in her local town, and Kirsten wanted to reiterate that here in the Gallatin Valley. So
that's so sweet. A shout out to Licati Architects as well. Kirsten's home group there. Also, I want to take this moment. Stockman's Bank is with us tonight, and before they showed up tonight, they asked all their staff members if anybody had anything to give to the YMCA, and they showed up with a stack of checks tonight from their staff members. So I just really want to say, Stockman's, thank you so much for that. What a great way to start off the evening, so thank you. Folks, we're going to move down now to the $7,500 level. Again, at any point, you can be joining us, snowballdowntown.ggo.bid. And again, if you're lost on that link, go to our Gallatin Valley YMCA website, and of course, we have that link for you. Right now, we're up to $24,000. This is incredible. The money just keeps going up. I love this. Again, folks, right here at the $7,500 level for our cash call, this could do so much for the YMCA.
Doesn't this remind you of like an old telethon or whatever? Instead of this, because if we don't have the paddles anymore, it's more of a telethon now.
Right,
it feels more like
and
that.
we're encourgoing to get people on their phones.
We're watching it here, but no one else really sees it.
It's exciting to watch the thermometer, just keep on going up. We're going to move down here by a couple extra levels. So anytime, I'm saying something that speaks to you and your wallet and your bank account and your tax write-offs, again, we just really appreciate it. We're going to move down to the $5,000 mark. A gift at $5,000, all going back to the Gallatin Valley YMCA. Kenyon Noble just donated $5,000.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Shane. I really appreciate that. As if they haven't given us enough already. As if they don't love us enough already. They're just going to give us another $5,000, which stay tuned for one of our final raffle packages of the night, also from Kenyon Noble. We're going to move down now to $2,500, a $25 gift. Shayna is upstairs kind of watching these gifts come in. Feel free to shout out anybody else that you were chiming in.
Our dear friend Jamie Botcher also donated $5,000.
Oh,
Jamie Botcher, another $5,000. We are almost at $30,000 for our cash call. This is incredible. And I love it. It just keeps going up. Again, this is like a fun video game in front of my face here. I love it. Folks, let's move down to $1,000. We're at the $1,000 cash mark level, generous gift. And again, it's so fun. We were watching people's names scroll across the bottom of the screen. Bob and Janet Komodo for $1,000. First Interstate Bank jumping in, John Hertz for another 100. Again, so you don't have to wait till the marks that we're going to. You can feel free at any time. Should we just keep it moving?
You got it.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
We're moving down to the $500 mark. A $500 gift going back to the YMCA. Again, this is so funny. Like you said, it's not like people are raising paddles and we have people scurrying down with a notepad to get them all down. Again, here we are at the $500 mark. And we've got 3 levels left to give. The $250 mark. And again, just feel free to be chiming in and logging in. There it is. We've already hit the $30,000 mark. This is incredible. Oh, I love this. Jamie Lorenz just popping up on the screen for another $100. Thank you so much. That brings us to our $100 mark right now. The $100 level to give right back to the Gallatin Valley YMCA. No gift is too small. I want to mention that. You can donate $5.
We always need more hand sanitizer.
We always need more hand sanitizer. Oh, folks, we are now at the $50 mark. This will be the last increment that we're bugging you here. $50 mark. And again, you can type in anything that you want. Any amount is gladly appreciated and with just a ton of gratitude. Brad, before we do the 2 auction items, do you want to do the snuggle in, or do you want to just jump into the last couple of raffle items here?
Let's do the snuggle in.
Let's do the snuggle in. I feel great about that.
Yeah.
So again, for the snuggle in package, this goes out to the people that in the raffle that purchased a ticket to the SnowBall and they're staying at one of those 3 hotels tonight between the Lark, the Element, or the Armory. And the package includes a 1-night stay at the Murray Hotel in Livingston. So we're going to put you up for a night in L-Town. A $50 gift card to either the 2nd Street Bistro or Gill's Goods and the Murray Bar. Of course, they're connected. And then you get to receive a 6-month subscription to the Wine Gallery's Wine of the Month Club. So snuggle in. And again, this has all been from our guys at Alpha Gamma Rho that are delivering these tonight. Am I right on that? The fabulous fraternity. Okay, so a handful of names in here. Mr. Brad Dahl, also Vanna White.
Oh, Kirsten Smith.
No way! That's awesome. All right, folks, so now we are down to our last 2 raffle packages of the night, and we were just loving up on Kenya Noble a moment ago. They have given us, basically, it's a $5,000 package that you go on a shopping spree at Kenya Noble. Maybe you need all new plants. Maybe you want patio furniture. Maybe you need a sprinkler system.
A lot of shovels.
A lot of shovels, right? A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So Kenya Noble is hooking you up for your backyard paradise package. Maybe a new grill?
Yep.
I mean, whatever you could possibly think that Kenya Noble has, you could be getting it for yourself in this fabulous package. All right, yes, swirl those up, mix them up, get a good one, Brad. Lots of names in this one. Oh boy, here we go.
It says, Mr. Roger Robert Davis.
Mr. Roger Robert Davis. Getting hooked up from Kenya Noble. Yes. Marissa's pumped about that one. Yes. Are you kidding? Okay, so Brad, I'm going to have you explain the final raffle of the night. I understand how fun and cool it looks, but I don't know the gadgets, doohickeys, all the things. So can you explain that for the motorheads out there?
Yep. Yeah, so for this one, this is the Polaris Ranger 500. This was generously donated by Brody Simpkins and H&E Equipment, and with this, you're going to also receive a camp chairs, koozies, and a cooler from H&E as well. Ooh. So you can see this was the hot item.
That was definitely the hot one.
Item.
And if I'm not mistaken, Shayna, was it about $32,000 raised in the raffles so far? Somewhere right in there. So that's incredible. So many people participating in our raffle. Thank you for that as well.
All right. So the Polaris Ranger 500 goes to Bruce McCallum.
Cool. Bruce McCallum. Congratulations. How exciting. Oh, the Polaris Ranger 500. Well, again, we just want to thank everyone streaming us from at home. Thanking all of you for being here in person. We want to thank the Rialto staff. We want to thank the Rock and R Bar for being our bartenders tonight. Sadie's Kitchen for this phenomenal food. And of course, you and your attendance, showing up, supporting. Brad, is there anything else that you want to say to all these fabulous people out here tonight supporting you and your team as well?
Thank you. Seriously, from the bottom of our heart, thank you.
And please mark it on your calendar and join us next year. Get home safely and enjoy snuggling in. Thank you so much.